Back in Week 4, the Bengals.
So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real because as a rookie quarterback,
from deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
that certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels...
Here's a diving catch right side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back to throw. Curry. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They go play action here on 1st down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level, and do it in multiple ways. Yeah, arm, legs. He really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Curry. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down. Curry escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Curry out to his left. Past the 20. 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the post. He, remember, had that long dynamic touchdown run the last time they had the ball. We'll see what he can do. On 1st and 10, Curry. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Curry. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Curry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A give to Henry. Shoves him aside, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Powering forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.